Yahoro minasan, this is Yuki. I hope you have been doing well and then you had a nice week. For me, it was extremely busy and I had to fix my PC and then I had to do a bunch of things. Yeah, then I download everything over again. So today I decided to give you a few more recommendations like Solo Leveling in case you are looking for a shonen, action, thrilling type of anime with a lot of cool battles. And the first one I would like to speak about is Tower of God. In case some of you remember, Tower of God was out on 2020 and it's probably the first popular Korean shonen anime that was released at that point. Probably there are some older ones, but that's the first one with, let's say, really good animation and really cool fighting styles and everything. And the story is around the main character Bam, who has been living on his own in the woods, so if you wanna call it like Tarazan Korean version. And then he gets rescued or helped by this blonde girl called Rachel, and they have been friends since then. However, on this world there is like tower, and this tower has a legend which says if you reach the top of it, then you would get anything that you want. And in the story, in the beginning, Rachel tells Bam that she really hopes one day to see the stars, and she thinks the stars must be visible from the top of the towers. For whatever reason, they cannot see the real stars from where they are. So one day Rachel goes to this tower to face the challenges inside of it. However, she doesn't take Bam, and of course Bam would follow her. However, taking into consideration that he doesn't have any pre-existing fighting skills or knowledge or any advantage, how would he manage there? To what extent can he go in order to reach Rachel, and will things go the way he has planned it in the beginning? I hope that you give it a chance. The animation is quite good, like I really loved it, especially the opening. Can you tell it? And also, yeah, the opening has been done by Stray Kids, which is a famous Korean band so far. Yeah, and if you are planning to read the webtoon, I don't think it's a really good idea unless you are really have a high level of tolerance toward really crappy drawing. I know a lot of people who went in because the storyline is so good. There has been an announcement about second season, however, I don't know when it's going to drop, like there has been no exact date announced. Moving on to our next show, it is the God of High School, which was also out in 2020, and the story is around this martial artist called Jin Mori. And Jin Mori has been training in martial arts since he was a kid. He was raised by his grandfather, and he's really like a goofy, super strong type of shonen character. And then we have the most important trio who are going to help him, going to be his best friends, which are Handui, and also Yomira. And each one of them has his own special skills, his own fighting style, and his long background story, which I don't know yet because the anime in the first season only focused on the first part of the preliminary selection of the fighters, like just the first round only. So I really hope that they give it a second season or more seasons so we can really enjoy it and you can really know more about these characters, because they just gave a little bit of background on Jin Mori, but not his whole story, of course. And the other two, they only explained how they gained their basic fighting skills, but not much on who they really are or anything else. Also, the story of this anime is basically there is this high school fighters tournament, and there is a mysterious organization that's saying that if you win this fighting tournament, then you would gain whatever wish you like. can be anything on your mind. It's so thrilling, and again, the opening is so amazing. Yeah, also the ending, but I'm saying the opening because that's what attracts you in the beginning. The last Korean anime, shonen anime I'd like to speak about today is Lookism. And maybe some of you heard about Lookism, maybe some of you have already watched Lookism. It was out in 2022. It's again a shonen high school fight type of anime. It's about Daniel Park. Okay, here I have to explain. Probably in the Chinese version, the Japanese version, and the Korean version, it has different names. So if you are watching the one with English subtitle, you will hear them saying Daniel Park. If you are watching the Korean version, more like Korean dub, it's gonna say Park Hyung-suk. Park Hyung-suk. And so it's about this guy who was born between quotation ugly, according to Korean society, and he got a lot of bullying because of his looks. And so he gets the courage to move away from his old school. He decides to move to a new place, and he's thinking like things should improve. He should get away from the bullies and start over his life. However, on the day he transfers to a new school, and then he starts attacked by some mob, he realizes he actually has two bodies. One of them is his old ugly self, and the other one his new super handsome, tall, perfect version of himself. Which is kind of strange phenomena, like why is that happening to him? How does it really work? What is the perks? What are the dangers of having two bodies? So the thing is that he realizes that he needs to figure out the secret of his own body, like how does it work? And also he starts witnessing that the phenomena of lookism, which is a form of discrimination based on a person's attractiveness, is very much common. The webtoon is very dark. They only animated 8 episodes, which they seem probably the most sweet and the most the most happy-go-lucky moments of the whole show. However, even those 8 episodes were, I think, quite dark. They have some trigger warning about violence and bullying and things like that. So if you feel like uncomfortable about these kind of topics, I wouldn't really recommend it. At some point I couldn't even look at the screen anymore. I was like, oh my god, this is too much. But again, the opening is so good, literally. I'm not even joking. I hope you watch it, and I really hope that they give it a new season. Well, most likely I'll end up reading the webtoon at some point in my life. Thank you.